Okay, welcome everybody. It will be in English. It will be a totally different topic about BARLEYmax making the healthy choice the tasty choice. It was already explained. It's difficult to produce and manufacture products that are both healthy and tasty. So I'm Peter Wiggels. I'm director of European Bakery Innovation Center. That's part of the Zonneveld company. We do product development, innovation, open innovation for a lot of companies, also here at IBA. And a few days ago it was announced that we are also collaborating with Teijin company. And IBIC is consulting them for finding for their healthy solutions also tasty solutions. I will give a brief overview. First, introduction to Teijin. I will talk about the syndemics, the problems we have nowadays in life with health, and we need to find solutions for this. So there are only a limited number of foods that can provide those health benefits and that are also tasty. Briefly go through the health food trends, applications of BARLEYmax, which we will go through, and then flavor generation in baked products, and breaking the healthy is not tasty intuition, which is BARLEYmax. This is about healthiness, so please join. A bit about Teijin as a company. Many of you will not know them, but they have one of their targets is to enhance the quality of life. It was established more than a century ago. It's a Japanese company. And they have also quite large R&D laboratories, where you see the photograph here on the right. They have about 172 companies in the world, 21,000 employees, and a turnover of about 7 billion euros. And one important new division they are in is the food and the health ingredients division. Now, first to introduce. In 2019 there was an important publication in The Lancet, and you see here on the left the bar graphs of the problems we are facing nowadays in mankind. And here you see in the bars what are the health problems we are faced with. So malnutrition in all its forms, overnutrition, undernutrition, high systolic blood pressure is an important. Now, smoking is not really a food, but also the high fasting plasma glucose, so diabetes. And you see that this counts up to actually almost all of the health problems we are faced with. All are connected with food and healthy lifestyle. And that's an issue we will be faced with in the future, and it will become worse, unfortunately. On the right for you, you see the physical activity of human beings from 1960 to 2030. We have been moving about 50% less than 50 years ago. So that means less physical activity, that the calories we take are often too much. And also the calories, if we start to reduce the calories, we need to increase the nutritiousness of our foods. One of these foods that could be is BARLEYmax. It's a full source of the nutrition. It was developed by CSIRO, a research institute in Australia. And their first aim was to increase the amount of resistant starch, which is a kind of a fiber component. It's patented, it's non-GM. And it has a lot of dietary fibers. I will go in more detail later. And a lot of nutrients like minerals. Here it's given again, high in fiber, fructans. It has a low glycemic index, so it's not digested very fast, so the blood glucose will not raise considerably. And there's Beta-Glucan, which has some heart health benefits, iron, zinc, vitamin B6, so it's quite a lot of nutrients in that product. And here you clearly can see the fiber content of the various cereals that are eaten. And you see that BARLEYmax with about 23% of fiber is one of the highest fiber containing staple foods. If you go, and I won't go into all the details, but if you go through the nutritional profile, here I indicated in red where you have significant contribution to the dietary intake if you eat 100 grams of this material. So it's the high dietary fiber, about 25%. There's also a lot of non-soluble fiber. Beta-Glucan is quite high. Potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, iron, zinc, copper, manganese. So a lot of minerals which are important for our nutritional intake. And if you go then to the vitamins, there's the vitamin B1, B2, B6, niacin, folate. So this material really is packed with nutrients. There is no equivalent in the cereals area. If you compare it with the normal barley, the whole grain wheat, there is nothing compared to this material. If you, and that's the nice thing about the BioLeer from Teijin, they do a lot of clinical and nutritional investigations. And here in short, this is where there's a publication on the effect of BARLEYmax on the short-chain fatty acids in the microbiota of rats. And they could confirm this also in humans, where you get an increase in the short-chain fatty acids, which has a lot of health benefits. And so again, the soluble fiber, the beta-glucan, the resistant starch, soluble fiber, they all help to optimize the gut health. Beta-glucan, that's one of the claims of the European health claims. Beta-glucan is helping to maintain heart health. And it has also to do with the digestibility, but it really helps to improve for example, here the glycemic index in this publication. It helps to maintain the cell wall of the lining of the small and the large intestines, and to keep your body more healthy. If you look at all the health trends, and these are the health trends of 2023, you can see that, for example, digestive wellness, real food which is coming from nature, provenance and authenticity. So you can see a lot of benefits where the BARLEYmax as a concept would fit into. And there are examples of BARLEYmax where it was launched originally in Australia. It's used in bread types, in tortillas. There is a tortilla conference now, so maybe tortilla people would like to taste and see this product. And of course, there's a lot of opportunities in health bars and cereal bars. Now coming to healthy is normally not tasty as perceived by consumers. And this picture more or less indicates this. On the right axis, you see the more healthy it is. That's the horizontal axis is the healthiness, the vertical axis is the tastiness. And you see the more healthy it is, people are perceiving it as less tasty. So that's often a problem in launching products that are healthy. They are not perceived as tasty, and that means that people are not buying it and eating it anymore, and thus they keep on eating the less healthy products. So you need to turn this around, otherwise you get you need to make healthy products also tasty, which is a big challenge. Now here, and this is really chemistry, just to indicate this research which was done also here in Germany. What are the main flavor compounds? Here is the hexanol compound, and this compound is actually the bread flavor. If you smell this and taste this, you think this is delicious food. Now it sounds quite chemical, but it's generated from two other components, which is one coming from yeast, and the other one is quite much present in BARLEYmax. And if you look here at the hexanol content of this reaction, it's very high, and this is so increasing the bread flavor to a very large extent, and thus also the liking of these type of products for consumers. And this is also what we confirmed when we did trials when we mixed or took out some of the wholemeal in wholemeal bread, and so 5, 10, 20 and 30%, and we asked the consumer panel how they would like this product. You clearly can see that, and this was done with Dutch consumers, which are wholemeal eaters, and you clearly can see that the tastiness and the positive score increased significantly at higher levels of BARLEYmax. We did something similar with this flavor wheel, where you see, and quite surprising, that it has quite a lot of sweet notes. And we are really still puzzled why this is, because there is not a lot of more sugar in it, but there is a flavor compound in the BARLEYmax which generates a sweet flavor. And some of you will recognize it in wholemeal bread. Sometimes you have quite a acid or a tangy note, and this is really softening it. And you can see the same on the astringency. You see it's also decreased. This is also a product we developed within Zonneveld, where we try to combine a sufficient amount of BARLEYmax and to make really a delicious product. And Zonneveld has a stand in Hall B4, so please visit them and taste the product. And it's really a lovely product to consume. And if you look at what kind of claims you could put on this, it contains, the concept contains more protein, more fiber, more iron, more copper, and vitamin B6, biotin. And the interesting part is that it contains about 1.5 gram of beta-glucan per 100 gram, and that means that you can use you only need to eat 2 slices and you have already 1 gram of beta-glucan. And you can support the claim that this is good for heart health. So to conclude, BARLEYmax is a whole grain. It's really packed with nutrients. So it is containing a lot of different fibers: beta-glucan, fiber-resistant starch, a lot of minerals, so potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, iron, copper, and manganese and zinc. And if you eat 100 grams, which is about 3 slices, then this bread will be a source or even rich in these minerals. And then also the vitamins like thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6 and folic acid. Then it's also healthy, as I said. With these components there are a lot of approved health claims from European perspective. So heart health is supported, it's maintaining also your digestive health, and it's helping in a healthy weight. It's also suitable for a very broad range of applications, including dairy alternatives. I didn't show it, but it's really amazing how broad the applications are. And the very nice thing is that it really breaks with the tasty is not healthy paradigm. So you really can use this to make healthy products more delicious. And we think that it's mainly because it's packed with flavor precursors. So during the baking, it improves the taste and gives it a very tasty and healthy product. Okay, thank you so much. If there are questions, please.